Life can be hectic, the daily grind exhausting. Family challenges and financial issues both contribute to stress and tension. People with a family to support may assume that those who are childless experience far less concerns and monetary burdens, but this may be far from the truth. Many couples, having already utilised all treatments the NHS has to offer without success, may need to spend many thousands on consultations and medical care at private fertility clinics. Some simply cannot afford any more. The emotional strain and fiscal anxieties they face can be overwhelming. This is when they turn to Kivisi with its network of professionals and volunteers.
I heard how wonderful Kivisi is as an organisation to help people and really wanted to get involved. So I phoned them up and they suggested I could go around with a talis bag just like this to my local shul and collect money from people, small amounts, large amounts, whatever people can give.
Kivisi's volunteers donate a hugely valuable commodity: time. Their efforts mean that we can assist more couples more promptly, because for some clients, time is running out.
Fortunately, there is a degree of flexibility which not all GPs are aware of. Kivisi helps women like Debbie access the appropriate NHS medical practitioner so investigations can begin sooner than the norm. If Debbie opts to go private, she needs to know that she is purchasing a luxury high-end service and must be knowledgeable as to which specialist would be most appropriate. Kivisi will find professionals who are able to help and will assist with funding if necessary.
For all inquiries, Kivisi's point of access is their flagship helpline. The dedicated women who answer the hotline are all volunteers trained to ask the appropriate questions to guide clients in the right direction for their specific and very varied needs. Stacey missed Lauren's wedding because she was in hospital giving birth to Zach. Tragically, baby Zach only lived for a few hours. What Lauren doesn't know is that Zach's short life was preceded by a number of miscarriages. Stacey has recently been diagnosed with a rare genetic condition, meaning those babies were incompatible with life. Kivisi gives guidance to couples with such difficulties, referring them to specialist IVF practitioners who deal with genetic issues. Stacey has been given hope that future pregnancies can result in a healthy baby.
Some couples feel very wary of using IVF. Stories abound in the media of rare mix-ups that have occurred. Kivisi sets their mind at rest by working with private fertility units to avoid any slightest possibility of that occurring by storing all genetic material within tamper-proof containers inside their own incubator that can only be opened in the presence of a Kivisi-trained shomer or guard who may spend long hours at the hospital, including being there on Shabbos and Yom Tov. This incubator, worth several £1,000s, was bought with funds donated to Kivisi. Kivisi also helps those undergoing chemo or radiotherapy by arranging for their genetic material to be stored. Not all couples who fit the criteria for IVF want to undergo such a high level of intervention. There are less invasive options available that Kivisi encourages and helps provide.
So I was 31 years old at the time when I was told that I wasn't going to have a family. And when you grow up, you think, I'm going to get married and have the family. And it was like it was just taken away like that. And I remember crying my eyes out in St. Mary's and being pushed in a room. And I remember thinking, but care and my other, other hospitals that I'd been to from IVF never told me that I had low egg reserve. I felt like it'd been kept from me. I felt like I was just a number going through the motions of IVF. And that's when I went to see Rabbi Walker and he told me about Kivisi. And I'd never heard of Kivisi before, and I didn't know that there was charities out there in the Jewish community that can help people like myself. So Kivisi were there for me at my lowest point. I went to Mrs. Gross' house one evening and I must have been there for about 2 hours, pouring my heart out, and she was there listening, handing me the box of tissues, giving me a fountain of knowledge and support and hope that I never had. I never really was able to talk to anybody about it. And what Kivisi do is absolutely wonderful. They have nurses, they have people helping to inject you, they have sonographers that can scan you around the corner. With all these things that I didn't know was out there.
As well as supplying functional assistance, Kivisi also provides crucial emotional support both before and after pregnancy has been achieved.
Women who refer to me have a lot of anxiety before and during tests and treatments. Even when thankfully a pregnancy has been achieved, there is still constant worry while her condition is monitored. There is a long time to wait for a hopefully successful conclusion. Sadly, there are also times when the outcome is not so great. A couple can be overwhelmed by the enormity of their situation and intense emotions. They feel uncomfortable speaking to their families about such personal matters, but they need that human contact, someone to talk to. I listen to them. I provide a space where feelings can be voiced. Sometimes they can't talk, and we just sit together quietly. I feel honoured to have shared their journey.
Kivisi has a unique way of raising community awareness of its activities, producing professional entertainment such as singers and comedians, as well as amateur dramatic performances. Educational evenings have also been led by top consultants in their field, and lectures of up-to-date halachic perspective have been provided by experienced local rabbonim. The questions and answer sessions following these talks have proven very popular. These events were all arranged by the volunteer Kivisi committee, who meet on a regular basis to coordinate ideas.
Your generous donation to Kivisi enables a vital range of services, helping many childless couples to finally achieve their dream. Kivisi, providing crucial fertility guidance, aid and support for the Manchester Jewish community.